Hey everybody, it's Keaton again with the 8-Bit Pepper channel, and you guessed it, today we have another unboxing video. So this one was sent by Clayton Hollingsworth, and I haven't even opened it yet, so we're gonna kind of organically open this together. Got my knife. I'm gonna sit here and cut this one open. I'm gonna try and be a little bit more interactive with this one maybe. So we'll try and show the pods as we see them. Clayton did send me a list. Took a picture of it and sent me in a text the peppers that were included in here prior to, but I haven't organized them or anything. There we are. I believe he sent 26 varieties and a couple that were unmarked, so really more like 27 or 8. Let's see, put it down for just a second. Take a knife here. There we go. All right, so that's what we got. And if you want to pause the video, what I'm gonna do, if you were to buy a box from Clayton, this is what I think he does for everybody. I can't say for sure, because this is what he's done for me in both, but he marks them essentially with like a number, like this one. Let's see, it's backwards, maybe. 12, this one is anyway. There, if you can see it right, not sure. I don't have my camera in mirror or anything, but pause the video now if you want to kind of look at the list I got here. But that's what he sent me for both of the packages that I've got. This might not work too well. I'm looking at getting a different tripod that I can kind of angle down so you guys can kind of see what I'm working with better. This one is very difficult to do that with, but essentially you just saw the list of what I got. And I'm gonna try and piece these together, and we'll see what I kind of come up with here. All right, perfect. These are really sweet. I asked him if he had some extra RB003s, and these are all unlabeled. These ones specifically, that is an RB003, and that's a pretty good one. There's another one, maybe not as pronounced, but it's still awesome looking pod. And then this one, man. And I asked specifically for him to send me some RB003s because it was so delicious. It's making my list of at least top 3, if not top 2, or potentially my favorite pepper, just because it tastes better than a Gator Jigsaw Purple and it looks really sweet. So, not trying to talk too long here. This one is 26, which is a Secret Potion Red. 26, it might be backwards for some reason, I'm not sure. I won't be able to tell until I watch the video maybe, but Secret Potion Red. This one is 15. It's a California or Cali Reaper. Really sweet. Haven't had one of those before. Number 1, Primo XL. Look at that. Kinda almost like Maruga looking bottom. Really sweet. This number 6, I believe. Primo Yellow / Orange. Awesome looking stinger on that. Probably, good, nearly an inch long on that, just a stinger alone. Number 2, Primo Orange. So I just want to shout Clayton out once again. He's one of my more recent friendships I've established in the pepper community, and he's such an awesome guy. He's generous. He's believes in his faith. Like, it's a really important part of his life. And on the back, he included like a scripture, Matthew chapter 11, verse 28 through 30. If you're interested, you can go and look that up. I always look it up if I'm unfamiliar, but he said, Keaton, may God shine his face upon your family. Jesus is Lord. Clayton H. So, yeah. I mean, I always look up the scripture or the Bible verse if he sends me something, you know. And with Hurricane Helene, you know, I kind of messaged him back and forth a little bit because I wanted to make sure, you know, that he knew he was in my thoughts and prayers. And he ended up having not too bad a damage from that at all. Just a couple plants knocked over. So, you know, good karma comes to people who do good things, you know. Anyway, let's not sway too far. Tiberius Muller Red. Right there. Another one of those. 11 J's crossed with a Testanera Red. But, let's see. Secret Potion Chocolate. So, like I said before, if you want to get some pods, I'll have his information down below. You can reach out to him. It'll be an email address. Just message him on an email and say, hey, Clayton, I'd like to get some pods from you, and he'd be more than happy to hook you up. Reaper of Death Peach. Did a video on this before when he sent it. Really good flavor and actually pretty hot pepper. I mean, definitely one that would have you going if you're not, you know, used to some hot stuff. This is one I wasn't sure 100%. I think it's a Vic. It's either a Vic Nick or a Vic Wick. I'm not sure if you guys look at that down there, number 14. But that is what it looks like. Haven't heard of that pepper, so I'm sure somebody will know a little bit more than I do. Butch T Yellow. Some people got some of these in the seed giveaway. That is what you have to look forward to if you grow those seeds out. And all open pollinated, like I've said before, but you should get something that's like that, even if it did accidentally cross with something. Jay's cross with no, this is the Douglas TX, sorry. Just looking at the wrong one. Douglas TX. It's really about a golf ball size, you know? Maybe a tad bigger. It's a pretty big pod there. This one, man. Moruga Brown Warped. That one is pretty wicked. It's a huge pod. Oh, almost the size of 2 golf balls, really. Something on that one. I think that one kind of split a little in shipping. Yeah, unfortunately. Let's see. 13. Bootla crossed with a bubblegum. So that's a Bootla crossed with a bubblegum. Bootla by itself, just a Bootla. Trying not to make this video too extensive. Chocolate Surprise. So if you got Chocolate Surprise seeds, that is what this pepper looks like from the giveaway. So you have that to look forward to. It looks pretty wicked. I mean, whatever it crossed with something that looks pretty darn hot. So it might be worth a grow if you're contemplating before now. Adding that to your grow next year might be worth it. I'll have to give it a try on camera maybe and see what I think about it. And depending on how hot it is, you know, you might want to add that if you weren't planning on it. So this is a CP115. So kind of really cool looking bottom there. believe that's a Rocco Maltese creation, but I could be wrong. Please don't quote me on that. Mustard Primatale. Ooh. That's definitely going to be in one of these videos coming real soon. If not tonight, for sure. Coming up. This is a Tiberius Mahler Caramel. If you remember, I did a Tiberius Mahler Caramel in the last unboxing. I didn't review it on camera, but man, it was a really sweet phenotype. Let me do... So that was a Bootler Reaper that kind of didn't make the trip too well. Lava crossed with Testanera. So if you're watching Clayton, sorry, number 22 is probably not going to come on camera. Just got a little smushed in on the trip. Well, I'll show it. It kind of got a little smushed. Sorry about that. But that's going to happen, you know. Sometimes it happens when the shipping partners that are used aren't super careful. Another package. I know, having worked at the post office before, up to 75 pounds of a package can be placed on top of another, so it's bound to happen eventually to somebody. Lava crossed with Testanera. Not sure. Really sweet. Some of the smaller pods are like some of the most hot pods sometimes too, so don't count them out just because they're tiny. Purple 7-pot. So it's got like a hue of purple there going on, but a little stinger that's almost buried inside of that little part there on the pepper. Chocolate Reaper. So I've eaten some of these from Stinger Pepper. Maybe I'll do a side-by-side of this versus Stinger Peppers and see which one, you know, maybe got hotter. I think I already did 12. But if not, Jay's crossed with a Testanera chocolate. Kind of got put on the other side if I did. I don't think I did, actually. He did send this unlabeled. He mentioned it was a Ahi Fantasy, which is really sweet. It's got that pretty darn perfect look to it. Kind of see that. Blackjack Moruga Drax Diego, or DD it looks like, but I'm assuming that's Drax Diego. So Blackjack Moruga Drax Diego. And then last but certainly not least, a Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion. So, see if I can do a review on something here. And I'll put the box over to the side here. Let's see. Cali Reaper looked pretty good. Might do that one. And let's see. Another one. Trying to select a similar heat level, maybe. Primo Yellow Orange and a Cali Reaper, maybe. What do you guys think? You can put in the comments what you think I should eat next, maybe. Let's try and be a little bit more interactive on this. If I could put up to like a poll, a vote, but there's so many still in this pack. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what we got here. That's what I'm going to be eating. The Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion. And this is a Butch Tea Yellow. Or no, this is a Primo Yellow Orange, excuse me. I literally just said it too. Primo Yellow Orange and a Jay's, or a Cali Reaper. Man, I'm confused. Excuse me. But let's cut this Cali Reaper open. Try and do it on camera here. Let me know if you guys are enjoying me cutting these open on camera, or if you think I should just go back to the old way and, you know, show it after I get it cut. So that's kind of what we're working with on the inside. Probably take out a couple of those seeds there. Immediately you can smell the Chinense aroma. I'm probably gonna cut some of those black seeds, just kind of grab those out. And it happens to the best of us. I have peppers that I particularly have cut open too. And just because I don't show them on camera doesn't mean it doesn't happen to me too. They just traveled like 5 days, 6 days, I think, from Georgia to me. Or he might have mailed them out Monday, actually. So, and today's Friday. That's 5 full days. So, anyway, got those. So you can kind of see inside there. That Cali Reaper. I can get a little bit of light. Quite a bit of capsaicin oil. But as soon as I cut that open, I'll say there was a large amount of just chinense aroma coming from it. This one I'm going to try and cut a little bit more carefully because it's got a really small stinger. Excuse me. Kind of using a wider knife. Normally I use some kind of like steak knife or something that's a little smaller, more fine. But man, can't get that tail. Tail's not going to get cut perfectly on this one. Sorry, guys. But there you go. And just look at the knife. It's glistening. You can kind of see that capsaicin oil that left behind on the track right in here. Maybe not the best on camera, but I'll tell you what, I can sure see it from my angle. There we are, Primo Yellow / orange. Wow. It's got a faint, you know, chinense smell. It doesn't have that pungent aroma that this Cali Reaper does. Now this one, you can tell. Just from smelling it, it smells like it's going to be very floral. But we're going to get into these two. If you've been a part of the channel for a long time, or whether you're just tuning in today, thank you for watching this video. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. We're going to go ahead and eat this Primo Yellow / orange first. Kind of see how the flavor comes, and we're going to kind of rate the heat, and then I'm going to eat the Cali Reaper. But if you enjoy this content, please stick around. All right. Kind of thick-walled placenta, or I wouldn't say placenta, thick-walled pepper. Man. Woo! Man, that was a lot of pepper to get through. But it didn't initially feel like I was chewing a pepper at all. It was almost like, I think when you start a fresh piece of gum, man, it was kind of chewy. And the flavor didn't have a pepper taste at all initially. After I've got through it, I started talking and kind of started to let it digest and, you know, like kind of just develop that taste in my mouth. It really started to sting just kind of all over except my throat. A little bit of a throat burn right now, but mostly just located in my mouth, the sides of my tongue, and the roof, and kind of just like most of the flat portion of the center of my tongue. It's developing kind of like a throbbing burn. Tastes very similar to a yellow moruga in my personal experience, at least with this one. Sweet, subtle undertones to it. Initial flavor, like I said, There wasn't really an initial flavor too much with the taste, but now it's coming in more like a yellow moruga taste. It's a pleasant flavor. It's not bad at all. I definitely make that into a sauce, or even powder, or flakes. It's really good. Let's see, heat level. I think it took me up to a 1. Maybe it's gonna climb a little bit more, but we're gonna jump into this Cali Reaper because I want the burn to maybe, let's see if we can reach a little higher burn. I might even need a 3rd pepper here. This tastes nearly identical. And what immediately came in my mind is when I ate those Starscream peppers from Matthew Arthur. It's exactly what this Cali Reaper tastes like. Pretty floral taste. A lot of seeds, slightly bitter, but very similar in flavor to the Starscream peppers. That's a very pepper forward tasting pod right there. Just kind of tastes a lot like it smells when I cracked it open. A little bit of hint of floral maybe. I thought it was going to be way more floral flavor than it is, but not to say that it isn't floral tasting, just way less than I thought. But both of those are good tasting peppers, and the aftertaste isn't bad. Heat rating, it hasn't fully settled between the two of them, but maybe I'm at a 2 right now. Kind of hard to judge. Let's see, maybe I'm gonna eat another pepper just to see if I can get a little bit more heat going. I've never tried CP115, I don't think. 3, yeah, let's go with that. So, you're in for a treat today. See if I can get my heat up a little bit more. I'm gonna eat a CP115 too. And like I said earlier, I believe Rocco Maltese from Italy created this. But if I'm wrong, I'm not claiming to be an expert by any means, but look at the placenta of that pepper. Pretty big. And you can kind of see, maybe I can squeeze some of those oils right here out. Wow. So we're gonna dive into this. Let's see if we can take it up a notch here. It's a lot of pepper to chew. Sorry, everybody. This is now a chewing channel. We chew the peppers longer than need be so that we digest them properly. But that one was pretty hot. That definitely took me up from a 2, probably sitting at like a 3 or so initially. It's always nice when the notch goes up just a little bit more. My ears are starting to kind of get hot. Yes, I'm wearing a hoodie right now. It was kind of cold outside. I was just picking some peppers. Cool. Let me just grab one actually. Just picked another Gangstar here, for example. Another one here. A couple of my snacking peppers. Pod season's coming to an end here soon, so it's sad, but life goes on, and we'll still have some growing inside. I might save some from outside, but wow, that CP115, each one raised me at least 1 point. We'll say maybe we're peaked out on the peppers now. But wow, some awesome pods by Clayton. This is a much longer video than I anticipated, but thanks for sticking around if you've stuck through all the way till now. Kind of peaking, I think, right now on the peppers. I think we got up to a 3, maybe 3.5. But yeah, I only anticipated eating 1 pepper. So you guys got a little extra special tonight. That flavor of the CP115, pretty similar to like the Chocolate Reaper the other day. Definitely making my head feel warmer than the last 2 peppers. Those were pretty warm. That CP115 was probably the hottest though. I had to guess Scovilles on that last one. I'd probably say 1.3 to 1.5 million. Just a guess. I'm no expert, but I think it's kind of dissipating. But yeah, so this is kind of drug on longer than I anticipated originally. But if you enjoy this content, please stick around. And thanks for watching. This was another pepper review by Keaton. I think I'm on the way down on the descent. So thanks for watching, everybody.